chap. Literal translation. Must do better, I think, is the summary. Because they're getting sprayed by, hopefully, beer. Nothing else from the safari animals behind us. Boisterous crowd here at Twickenham. As you would expect, it really has become one of the tournaments on the series, isn't it now? Always knew about Hong Kong, Dubai for different reasons, Wellington, of course. Tremendous atmosphere there. Tickets sell out within minutes of going on sale for Wellington, but Twickenham becoming one of those events that the players want to play and people want to come and watch. There are 70,000 here today. Tremendous atmosphere, even if we do end the day covered in beer. Here's Lakafia in the chip ahead. Will he have the pace himself to get there? Advantage to Australia, wasn't it? Mazou thought he was through.
Again, a good build-up from the French, but I think he had support left and right of him rather than the kick. Try and draw a defender and move it. France need to keep ball in hand here if they're going to claw back this 14 deficit at the moment.
21-7 at the moment. A few fresh legs coming on. Jean-Baptiste Goblet. He's on for France. Huge man. The fear is off.
Touch.
It's amazing. He was talking about Ed Jenkins and the influence just a single man can bring to a squad. We felt that with Kenya as well, with Afrikange coming back into the squad. Just gives the guys around a lift. Such class sevens player coming back into the team.
It does often, teams have key players, senior players that they really fuel off and get another energy off them. And as you mentioned, Humphrey Kainge has made a difference to the Kenyans here. And the same with Ed Jenkins. He adds that seniority, that level head that these young players need.
Kamafo down the touchline, swings it back in. Uruwa takes the line out quickly. Officials don't like it. Kamafo looks to be in trouble here. Left shoulder, is clutching that. Just the astrotype alongside the pitch here at Twickenham. And he went down very heavily indeed. Nobody wants to see that, especially on day one.
No, especially as he's such a key player for Australia. He's been that finisher. They really need him on the field.
The play resumes. Australia win the line out. Falavavou. Lewis Holland now in switch play. Malouf. Being held up by France momentarily now. France may well have turned this one over. Goblet gets the ball back. The former Biarritz man. Went backwards, says the referee. Zambelli. Counter-up from Australia, but Mazou comes away with it. Then Ewan's lead from the front. Perez is in trouble for France, just hobbling around. The kick was inch perfect, but the run wasn't. Candelon is offside. He can't quite believe it.
I think that was marginal from where I'm looking. Let me put my glasses back on, but I thought it was unfortunate for the French.
Glasses or no glasses, I'm with you, Ben. Often get a sense live on these things, and Julien Candelon unlucky with that one. So France still unable to break the half-time score, 21-7. May well be their third loss on the trot here at the Twickenham Sevens. attacking line out.
Just waiting to see if we get the ball numbers. One more.
Free kick. Simple mistake, just numbers in the line out. Schuster. Australia breaking at will now. Lewis Holland again. And that surely is the game now for Australia. He'll take his time. That clock to be ticking away. And more than enough running for today. Says Lewis Holland will dot the ball down. 44th try now.
2 against 3 in the line.
Again, quality from Australia in the back line. Picking the hole. Schuster, he's been threatening the whole time, every time he's on the field. And what was good to see again is that support from Australia. Everybody flooding through. There was another player on hand to Lewis Holland there, if needed, for the try to be scored.
I have to say, one of the differences between these two sides in this game has been the support work.
It has, you know, the French have just missed it. They've had opportunities but not managed to get that final pass away, or it's been there but they haven't utilised it. They put in the kick. Here, Australia keeping ball in hand and getting those valuable points.
Rougiel is on for France. Denyu, the captain, comes off. Just trudges off. Won't be overly happy with his team's performance so far today in Twickenham. Australia know they have to win 7 points or more, which they're easily doing at the moment, to qualify for the competition. Boulois round the outside of Holland. France finished with a little bit of a flourish, but it's far too little, far too late.
Some quality support by Tony Boulois. He's quick. He is the one that's opening up the Australian defence, and it's a good finish from him there. As you say, maybe a little bit too late, but they've still got a minute on the clock. If they've only got to claw back to 7, there's potential.
Only 5 is the drop kick. It's nowhere near. Did well, the little man, didn't he? Scooting around the outside. Now France, important restart here. Points the difference. Now 30 seconds on the clock. Do you still think France can come within 7, Ben?
Well, firstly, knocking over the 2 at the would have helped, but it was a tough one. But then France here, worst enemy. When you need to be clinical, you can't afford to make mistakes like that, and we've seen that in their game today.
And Australia want more.
Definitely not now.
Nalofi, you're right, definitely not now. 33-12, conversion to come. There's the hooter. And Australia comfortable winners over France. Palabou adds the extras. And it finishes between Australia and France. Australia handsome winners. 35-12 in the end.